Known for being a reliable subcompact SUV, today I have the 2026 Honda HR-V, and it's the EXL trim level, top of the line. That means I'm going to need an expert like Justin Thompson.
Hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing?
Good to see you.
What's up, guys?
Justin and I are going to take this car out for a test drive and see what it's all about.
Let's check it out.
If you're interested in a new HR-V, come check out our inventory. We're online at smailhonda.com. And I love this color, Justin. What is it?
So this is Urban Gray Pearl. Kind of a trendy kind of color that a lot of manufacturers out there have. Urban Gray, I think they knocked it out of the park with the pigment. Now this is the 26 HR-V EXL. Believe it or not, Brian, the HR-V has been in the market for 10 years,
wow.
A full decade. You do have the front bumper sensors that you can see. That's going to be for your parking. You know, whenever you're pulling forward, it's going to beep at you and let you know when you're getting close to an object, another vehicle, or maybe a building if you're parking the car. And you can see that windshield mounted camera at the top. That's for your adaptive cruise control, road departure mitigation, lane keep assist, and forward collision brake mitigation system.
Aesthetically, I love the black accents on this vehicle too. I think it really sticks out. We look at those headlights, right? What kind of headlights do we have?
You have full LED headlights.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're bright and vibrant on this overcast day.
Absolutely.
You also have the daytime running lights that kind of sweep down and across.
Yep. So you got the 18-inch wheels here.
And I like that they have chrome cuts in there.
That's
the black and the chrome kind of really contrast.
Yeah,
well.
that's specific to the EXL model.
If we look at the side view mirror here, we have a turn signal indicator.
You do.
That's great for visibility out there on the road. If I want to get into this vehicle without, I think I just actually unlocked it.
You triggered it. So you have smart entry. As long as you have the key fob on you, you can just walk up right to the car. You don't have to take your keys out. Put your hand through the handle, we'll unlock it, and there's ridges on the top of the handle. All you do is tap those and that locks the vehicle up and you can walk away.
Cool. If I want to just walk away and it lock itself, does it do that?
You have the ability to set it that way if you want to. It's called walk away auto lock. And do you mind if I just show you something real quick? Let's say that your keys are left inside of the vehicle accidentally and you don't know, it will not lock your keys in the car. So you have the remote start system on the key fob. The pattern to remote start the vehicle, you hit the lock button first and then hold the remote start button down. So you're gonna hit lock and then hold the remote start button down until you see your lights blink, then you can release your thumb. It'll blink 6 more times to ensure that it remote started for you.
And you know what I like about that? Whenever I'm inside the house and I start it, I know that it's started.
Yeah, so blinking back to let you know that that has started the preconditioning inside. I don't know if you knew this, Brian, it actually brings the cabin to a comfortable 72 degrees Fahrenheit. You do not have to precondition the heater or the air conditioner. It knows in the wintertime, if it's cold, it'll turn the heat up, turn your heated seat on, front and rear defrosters and your outside mirrors. And of course, in the summertime, when it's scorching hot, it'll turn on the AC full blast and bring it down to 72. It'll run for 10 minutes and then shut off. If you're really low on gas, it will not deplete you the whole way. It knows to shut off early. But within the first 10-minute runtime, you can actually do the pattern again and actually add 10 more minutes. It'll blink 6 more times for you. Or after you initially remote started it, you can do that pattern again immediately and set it to 20 minutes right away. So 2 10-minute run times or 1 20-minute run time.
All right, so Justin, we have comments. Whenever we miss this feature, we want to display it, right?
I know, yeah, it's the window control feature. Yep.
So all I'm going to do is hit the unlock button twice, holding it in on that second time.
Yep.
And what this is going to do is it's going to open up all the windows and the sunroof up here.
As long as you hold that button in.
So I could let it go at any point and it would stop.
It would stop, right. So if you just wanted to crack the windows, you could just hold it in for a few seconds. And that way you can get some airflow in the car if you wanted to. So yeah, it's a neat feature. Now, for some clients that don't like that feature, you do have the ability to turn that off so that, you know, maybe your keys can't accidentally hit the button and hold that down and possibly open up the windows accidentally.
But a great feature for those hot days.
Absolutely.
And around the back side of the vehicle, you notice those sweeping tail lights look like they're LEDs back there.
They are full LED tail lights as well. Yeah, the all-wheel drive system in the back window, the distinct Honda symbol, which by the way has the unlock button underneath there. That's how you open up the tailgate. So just hold that in and then just pull it up. Once you get it going, it's on a hydraulic. It pretty much goes up on its own.
There's a lot of storage space in here.
A lot of storage space for sure. Yep. So you do have cargo space underneath, jack and tools in order to change the tire, and you do have a spare tire underneath the styrofoam there.
Underneath there. Awesome.
Yep.
Well, it's good to know that all that is down there. A little bit extra storage is great. On the right side, looks like we have a 12-volt charger.
You do, yeah. You have a 12-volt charger in the back. That light, by the way, will turn on automatically when you open the tailgate, and when you close the tailgate, it will turn it off automatically. And then the seats, 60/40 split folding seats, you can see how much room that you have if you
And those are very easy to reach up to, and
they are from the back. It's easy to do that. Yep.
So that's great to, if you're, especially if you're somebody who wants that little bit extra storage.
Yep.
It's great.
Yep.
Let's check out these back seats. We have a black leather interior. It looks like we have gray stitching on that, and it's perforated leather back here. What I'm noticing up top here is that we do have concavement up top so that I get a little bit more headroom back here.
Honda does a really good job of maximizing the interior volume. You know, they do that on some of the other vehicles like the Civic as well. It just makes a lot more room. You're right, for anybody sitting in the back, you know, plenty of space, plenty of headroom, and you even have that, you're pointing at that little compartment behind the passenger seat too. Yep.
All right, well, let's jump up front and get this thing on the road.
Let's check it out.
So sitting in the front seats of the HR-V here, Justin, this is very similar to the other vehicles in the Honda lineup with this nice little pattern, hexagonal pattern across there.
Kind of like a honeycomb little look there.
The leather stitching throughout this and the steering wheel. Let's take a look at the steering wheel real quick, because it looks like on the left side I'm able to control my volume, my stations. If I hit this home button, I can actually change what's on the left side of my instrument cluster up here, right?
So a few different things. So that's where you're going to access your menu, how to set the door locks and how you want the vehicle to operate in that regard. Your Honda sensing technology kind of changes sensitivity levels and stuff. But there's also the audio. So there's a music note up on the menu, and all you have to do is use that scroll bar. Once you get the music note, that'll actually bring up the ability to then scroll up and down and change your music media. All right, Brian, in the HR-V, we got the wireless integration with Apple CarPlay on my phone. You do have the wireless integration for Android Auto as well. So this is the connection you don't have to plug in anymore. I can just set my phone down on the wireless phone charger, and it will charge while we got everything sitting here. You got a couple fast charging ports here, so if you wanted to charge up any other phones, that little green little lightning bolt lets me know I'm charging. And now I can use the voice command on the steering wheel to call anybody, text message hands-free with punctuation, or use any of my navigation apps.
Cool, so I can listen to my own music on there, whatever's on my phone that's compatible with it.
I download music on iTunes, so I can play my iTunes. I can even ask Siri to play a particular playlist that I know that I have on my phone. So
let's look at the right side of the steering wheel, because I feel like we missed that. This is going to be our safety features. I'm going to do that on the test drive. I just want to let people know where those buttons are.
Yeah, that's the cruise control button. And when you click that, it brings the indicator up on the dash. That's how you know that your cruise is on. You still need to set it, of course, once you're out on the highway at whatever particular speed that you want. That's the interval button, how far away you are from a car in front of you, which when you hit over and over again will change that distance. And then click that button right there. That's your lane keep assist system. So it's going to use that camera, and if you start to drift, it'll assist your steering to keep you centered in the lane that you're driving.
I'm looking at my AC controls. It looks like we have heated seats for driver and passenger in the EXL, so that's cool. Let's look down here. We have our shifter, and below the shifter, you can just barely see it here. We have USB-C charger right on the driver's side. Do we have one on your side too?
There isn't. There's just one on the driver's side, but there is this open cavity that you can set another phone down there if you needed to.
Lots of charging options in here. Let's go to this drive mode button. 3 drive modes, right?
You do. So starting with normal at the top, that's going to be your normal driving conditions. This is an all-wheel drive vehicle. You cannot take it out of all-wheel drive. However, on a normal setting, you're going to have more power diverted to the front wheels than you do the rear. And that's great, because we don't need all-wheel drive for, you know, maybe a few months out of the year. That's going to save on fuel, and it's going to save on your tires. However, when you're out on the highway, you can put it in Econ. That's going to maximize your fuel. It's going to kind of pull a little power from the vehicle to save on gas. And then one more down, that's the snow mode. That more evenly distributes your all-wheel drive system. Know that in normal, if your wheels start to slip, it'll distribute the power where it's needed. However, if you're driving in snow and ice or heavy rain, you want to have that more peace of mind, you can put it in the snow mode. That'll help out.
Coming back down here, we have a little hill descent control. That's to slow your speed whenever you're going downhill, right?
Yeah, you can actually set the throttle between 2 and 12 miles an hour. It'll maintain that speed for you, and then you can just concentrate on steering.
And we have the park brake hold button down there. We'll demonstrate that here in a second. Just want to show everybody, we have a little armrest here with you know, a big cavity.
You have
to be able to store some stuff.
Absolutely, and I'd like to point out that you don't have any connectors down there, so that's a thing of the past. They put all the connectors on the outside, and that's great, so you don't have to fight your way down through all the junk that you put in there to maybe plug in a phone, so it just makes it very convenient.
Let's go ahead and start this test drive. I'm going to start things off. I went ahead and activated the brake hold.
I do this in my Civic every day too. So Yeah, brake hold is going to allow you whenever you're driving in
Yes.
drive, and I guess we'll just demonstrate. It says hold in bold print, and right away, we didn't even start going. Take your foot off the brake, and we're not going anywhere. This is going to keep you in drive and lock the brake on the floor. This is great for hills so you don't drift in a car behind you or in front of you, or if you're just waiting at a traffic light or a stop sign, and all you have to do is just hit the gas to release it. It'll keep it in this standby mode, and every time you come to a complete stop, it'll lock up for you every time.
So this is great for stop and go traffic.
For sure.
I use this all the time just to give my foot a rest.
Yep.
Instead of, you know, putting on the brake whenever we're in traffic.
Exactly. So you got the backup camera, 3 camera angle views. This wide angle view is the first one. That's so you can see traffic coming from either side. It kind of gives you a fishbowl effect. Go ahead and spin your wheel either to the left or the right. You can see the dynamic guidelines change color to give you a projected angle into the parking spot. Let's say if you backed in, right? Go ahead and hit that button there. That is more of the concentrated view, and hit the one on the right there. That's a straight down view. You can actually back up against the curb without hitting it.
Yeah.
Just like you're doing now.
Yeah, so I can get all the way back there. Whenever I get close to a curb,
Yep.
I will see it, and I can stop.
Yep. That's a good judgment of where you would want to stop so that if you open up your tailgate, it won't hit anything behind you. Okay? Do me a favor, hit that button right there. So these are your bumper sensors.
So in reverse here, if I get close to something, I'm going to have sensors to alert me that something's there.
Yep.
If I were to do that in the forward direction, am I going to be getting an alert there?
Absolutely. Yep. Yep. You will get an alert. There it is.
There we go.
Yep.
And it's showing me exactly where it
Exactly.
is. So that's cool.
Yep. It'll start off yellow and then move to orange and then red when you're getting closer to something.
So right here, I'm noticing this cross traffic monitor going off from the left side, telling me that there's a vehicle coming.
Exactly. Yeah, any vehicles traveling behind you, it'll pick it up with the blind spot info system, and it'll beep and indicate, like it just did, what side they're coming from with arrows to kind of give you another warning.
So that is actually looking out for us in a lot of different ways there. Will that break us if we come too close to something, or if something's moving behind us?
Yeah, that's that low speed brake control. Again, if it senses that you're going to hit something going backwards, it'll brake the vehicle going backwards. And of course, you have the forward collision brake mitigation system for the front.
All right, in normal mode, let's get this thing out onto the road. And it's a nice, smooth transition up to power.
Yep. And you have the continuous variable transmission, which is going to give you that smooth transition up to speed. So it's a 2.0 4-cylinder, same engine that's in the Civic and been with Honda for years.
When we talk about the HRV and the Civic, they're kind of like sister vehicles.
Yeah,
almost.
well, the HRV is built off of the Civic chassis.
Yeah, so it's a little higher.
Yes.
A little bit more space in here, I think.
You do have the automatic dimming mirror, and that will dim the mirror if somebody's behind you. They have their high beams on, unfortunately, you know.
Yeah.
And speaking of high beams, you have the auto setting for your headlamps.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you can keep it on auto all the time. It'll turn your lights on at night, turn them off during the daytime, and then you have automatic high beams that'll turn off and turn on automatically for you. And I did want to note, if you ever have your windshield wipers on during the day, like today, and you're in the auto setting, it'll turn your headlamps on automatically. That's a PA state law.
Let's check
And
out this
check out the turning radius there.
All right,
How
that
about
got us
that?
around.
Pretty good,
really,
right?
Really tight, yeah, really good.
And that's another thing that's cool about Honda. You're going to have a softer steering at lower speeds to maneuver very well, and then at higher speeds it'll stiffen up for you, which is how you want it to operate.
I did go ahead and change my drive mode to sport, just to kind of feel the difference. Did my steering tighten up a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. It changes up the gearing a little bit, and it's more peppy, and and that was on the drive mode switch. That was the step above the normal.
Yeah. So that's it's kind of fun. It's fun,
If you want to have that car enthusiast kind of feel, you know, just a little peppy ride, maybe get somewhere a little quicker. I like to use sport mode to kind of get out on the highway at higher speeds, and then I switch it back to normal once I get up to speed. And then if I know I'm going to be on the highway, I'll throw the cruise control on, maybe even switch into Econ at that time and really maximize my fuel.
I went ahead and set my adaptive cruise control for 63 miles per hour, and we're slowing down. So what is this doing?
Yeah, it's actually matching the speed of the vehicle in front of you. Do you see the car icon?
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there, and it's actually shaded in.
Yeah.
Now hit that interval button over and over again. You'll bring that car icon closer to you. You're bridging the gap between you and the car in front of you. I personally like to have the lowest setting so that there's not much distance between me and the car in front of me, so that somebody couldn't cut me off.
Right.
But what the adaptive cruise control is designed to do is to brake and accelerate the car on its own for you. It does that all for you automatically. And And once you get in the fast lane and nobody's in front of you, it'll pop you back up to whatever speed you had set. Now here's a really cool thing, and we're coming up to a light here. It's matching the speed of the car in front of you. It's braking the vehicle automatically. It'll actually brake you all the way down to 0 miles an hour. Cool. Obviously trusting the car to brake the right way in front of you. Yeah. But you could trust the system to brake you all the way down to 0. And that's used for what's called low speed follow. If you're ever in heavy traffic, you can set your cruise control literally 1 mile an hour. As long as your foot's not on the brake, it'll default to 25 and never let you hit the car in front of you, so you can just steer through really heavy traffic. So now you hit that lane keep assist system button, and do you see how the lines up there on the dash are green? Yes. Now, I don't suggest to ever take your hands off the wheel, but kind of do that and simulate drifting, and watch how it centers you back in the lane. Yeah, just pull the wheel. There you go. Either way, to the right or the left. Yeah, it kind of pinballs you down the highway.
It's doing a great job. Now, I could take control of this whenever I want.
You sure can. Yep.
Like I could just cross this. It's actually telling me up here lane departure.
It is, because you didn't use your turn signal. And if you did, it would actually cancel out lane keep assist and road departure for a moment for you to move into the lane and then reset.
Oh yeah, it really does. It completely eliminated it. Yeah.
Yep. So that's a misconception. A lot of clients might think that these safety features are going to drive for you. That's not the case. This is not an autonomous driving vehicle. However, they are designed to help you when you're not paying attention. So you will always be able to override the systems. It's not going to fight you and keep you on the road if you needed to swerve for a pothole or a car or a roadkill or whatever. You're always going to be able to maneuver the vehicle. Honda has the 3-year, 36,000 mile comprehensive warranty, and that's standard with all the new vehicles. That takes care of all the electronics and bells and whistles and whatnot. Even the motor for your power seat, motor for the moonroof, so things of that nature. And then you have a 5-year, 60,000 mile on your powertrain, which is your engine, drivetrain, transmission, and your all-wheel drive system. And with Honda, your first oil change, filter change, tire rotation, and your multi-point vehicle inspection, that's your regular scheduled maintenance, is handled by Honda, redeemable at any Honda dealership within the first year of ownership. And we have lifetime free inspections for our clients here at Smell Honda in Greensburg.
So on my right side, I noticed somebody coming into my blind spot there. What's happening there on my mirror?
So as soon as it indicates that somebody's in your blind spot, that indicator, the car icon, will turn orange. And then if you have your turn signal on, it'll beep inside of the cabin too. So that gives you a second warning. So Honda's good about warning you a couple times, which I really like.
It actually flashed at me too to really...
It did. So it's a steady light, you have the turn signal on, it'll flash and it'll beep inside of the cabin. So a lot of nice visual and audible tones to help.
So it's easy to see why the Honda HR-V has lasted the last 10 years in the Honda lineup.
Yeah, a full decade.
Definitely a lot of really cool technology in here. If people have questions about any of this stuff, how would they be able to contact you?
Sure, they can visit us on Route 30 in Greensburg, and please ask for me, Justin Thompson, whenever you get here, or they can visit us online at smellhonda.com.
That's going to do it for our test drive today, so until next time, enjoy the ride.
Thanks, guys.